All right, so you know shit starts getting real when Coach is flip-flopping a bunch of times before anything's even happened. Coach found this playoff projection on MLB.com, and Coach thinks, at least on the AL side of things, it seems too good to pass up. I can't figure out what they'd want to be doing with the Astros in there, to be honest with you. I was just taking them because it seemed like they're setting up some sort of epic choke. And I think it's just a huge tease. I think it was just a jump scare to throw you off. But they're really going to be doing Tigers and Guardians, which is what Coach would have handpicked, right? Why wouldn't it be that? Red Sox, Yankees, why wouldn't it be that, right? So Coach isn't getting too cute with it on the AL side. We're completely happy with that, especially since it means we get to move on and play the Mariners, who Coach says we absolutely have to face, right? So Coach and then get the Blue Jays out of there because we don't know how they would work with our Guardians. But Yankees knocking them off is perfect because they've been battling for the top seed like all year, right? And in that way, all three of the teams from that division knock each other out, right? Yankees get rid of the Red Sox and the Blue Jays for us. We get to knock out the Tigers, Mariners, and then Yankees en route to either Brewers or hopefully the Mets sneak in there too. They have the exact same record as the Reds. The Reds must have the tiebreaker, right? Let's go ahead and see who they're playing the last week here. So we want Mets. So the Mets are playing the Marlins, right, in Miami. That seems perfect. While the Reds are playing the Brewers. The Brewers aren't going to have much to play for. But that's our squad. Coach is saying he likes the Mets to find a way to pull it out. So I guess that would be Coach's one correction from the bracket. He likes everything he sees there except change the Reds with the Mets. If it ends up being the Reds, we're not too mad because Coach did put some tickets in with them, but we got a lot more with the Mets, and Coach would be feeling really good if it gets to the championship series and it's Yankees, Guardians, and on the other side it's Brewers, Mets. I mean, we'd be pretty much all but guaranteed. And this is for Kat and anybody who's been watching Coach's videos as he uploads them pretty much immediately. Everything from this point on you've already seen, so you can go ahead and check out anybody who's watching any further than a day after. Welcome in, gang. So something Coach forgot to mention about Bobby Greer, the guy who was responsible for drafting Tom Brady from Detroit. His son is the San Jose Sharks GM, Mike Greer. So what do you know? That's pretty crazy, right? When Coach has someone in the championship, or the Stanley Cup, I should say. Our Guardians odds have leaped to 93.7%. Not bad, up from 7%, right? So pretty pumped about that. Obviously, like I said, all we got to do is win one. There's a baseball player named Jason Alexander, right? Like George Costanza from Seinfeld, middle name Raymond, of course. Like everybody loves Raymond. Played for the Brewers and for the A's. Coach didn't look at anything here. Just look and see if anything jumps out. Wahoos. Pensacola Blue Wahoos. That's interesting. All right. It doesn't look like he's going to give up too much here. Personal life. Yeah, see, he's pretty lame. But there is a Costanza as well. So we got Jason Alexander and Costanza in the majors at the same time. Or wait, is this guy former? This is a former guy. Now, this is the good stuff right here. So the Mariners, a lot of people think they're going to win the World Series. They're considered the favorite right now, okay? When they clinched their division or the playoffs, I can't remember which, dude on their team turns to the stands, or the fans, I should say, and says, now we just got to go win the whole fucking thing. Well, what do you know? That's a quote from Major League, right? Which, of course, stars our Indians. And they actually have a player on their team, Josh Naylor, who not only was an Indian, right? But happens to be brother of current Indian Bo Naylor, right? So thought that was very interesting. These guys are going head to head in the playoffs for sure. So go ahead, book your tickets for Guardians versus Mariners. Didn't we had something? Isn't that funny? We ended up getting the Mariners thing anyways because we were like thinking like Mitch Marner, all that sort of stuff. He ends up getting traded. So let's see, and old Josh Naylor here on the Mariners is he was an all-star last year, so definitely a very good player. Oh wait, Seattle Mariners. This guy played for Miami, right? That also, of course, we know about the Miami and Cleveland connections, particularly with the baseball teams. And in the movie Major League. Oh, I thought this was very interesting, right? So check out his relatives, right? Miles Naylor, right? So you got Miles, like Miles Garrett, but also Denzel Clark, right? Like Denzel Ward. So old Denzel Clark here. Kevin Smelly, remember old Kevin Stefanski, Donna. Those are both very interesting. Gavin's a new one. Let's see. Jackson. Everybody's named Jackson these days.